Todd Winty here with Path to Progress for March 18th. March 19th. Is it 19th? 18th. Let's see. 17th, 18th, 19th. It's the 19th. Path to Progress for March 19th, 2025. Here in my mobile office. Today I got the engine still running on my mobile office. I know there's some people out there that are probably going to be really annoyed with me because it puts out extra CO2 and CO and exhaust into the atmosphere, but it's cold, and so I really need the extra. I really need the extra warmth today. In fact, it's funny. My car's been automatically turning on the air conditioning, and I'm like, don't do that. It's 27 degrees outside. It's 29 degrees outside. Don't turn on the air conditioning. This morning, I want to start. I want to share with you how my morning started. I mean, I went through my morning routine. I did my morning exercises. I chatted with my son before he left for work, and logged into my account where I teach with an online university, and with University of Phoenix, and checked out some messages and kind of got the lay of the land for the day, for how things are going to go. Brushed my teeth, do my thing, got dressed, and all these kinds of things. And then as I'm walking out, I'm talking to my wife, and I'm realizing just how much work sometimes it can take to really make relationships work. And I'm not saying that because I had to put a lot of work into this morning's relationship, into our interaction. I was just thinking about the years, the decades of work that we've put in, that in many ways has become pretty second nature for us. But in many other ways, it's really not. And I started thinking about and reflecting on some other things that have been part of my life over the last several years, or the last couple of decades. Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, where he talks about independence is the beginning, and interdependence, the idea that we become that we allow ourselves to be dependent upon other people, and that other people are dependent upon us, not in a codependent way where we feed each other's inadequacies and insecurities, but in a powerful way where we move forward. I was thinking about some of the work that has been done by the Arbinger Institute, and the idea of the difference between justifying our behavior and having a true outward mindset. Seeing other people as people who have needs, desires, all of those kinds of things, and figuring out how do we work in a way that allows us to see them as equally valuable to ourselves. I believe that life has a purpose, and I believe that the purpose of life, without going too metaphysical, is to leave the world a better place than we found it. And along the way, to become better people, to be able to do more good every day than we were able to do the day before. That kind of action requires a mindset that is based in cooperation at the very least, and synergistic collaboration in the best. Collaboration gets a bad rap. I've talked about this before on the channel. Collaboration, oftentimes we use that when we're talking about people who are helping other people do bad things. If you're a collaborator, you're helping the enemy. All those kinds of things. But we sometimes forget that the term collaborate just means to work together, to combine our labors. And cooperation means we operate in tandem. We operate side by side. We operate in a manner that will benefit the larger program. And we oftentimes do that at our own personal expense, at the expense of our own personal pleasure, at the expense of our own personal temporary happiness, but because we're going to find greater satisfaction, greater joy, greater long-term satisfaction in the work that we do together. I see that all around. I see that in driving. I see people being very competitive in driving and not recognizing that the effort they may save by cutting people off and doing some of those things really saves them seconds at best in a morning commute. I see us prize competition over others rather than competition over our past self. I see us prize competition over others instead of cooperation with others. And it just really has made me think today. Today, as I go into my work, today as I try to make progress, I'm going to make a conscious effort to try and cooperate, to try and combine my labors with others for the best good, even if that might mean that it costs me something in the short run to set us all up for something better in the long. That's what's been on my thought, and I think it's a pretty good one today. At least it's going to be pretty useful, and probably have some moments where it's going to be pretty tough to implement. I hope this has been useful for you. If it has, please feel free to share it. Please feel free to let us know with a thumbs up. The things that I do here on this channel, they're intended to be useful, and if they're useful, I'd love to know about it. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you can join us for the future, join me for the future. In the meantime, this has been The Path to Progress for today. My name is Todd Wente. Nullum Diem. We'll see you next time.